Oh boy, what's going on, guys? Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic afternoon. It is Wednesday, May 8th, as the Phillies are wrapping up this two-game set against the Toronto Blue Jays. Hi, everybody. I'm Jason Joseph. This, of course, is play-by-play with JJ. Phillies, of course, taking on the Toronto Blue Jays. It'll be Chris Bassit that takes the mound for the Jays, and for the Phillies, it is Aaron Nola. Two guys that have really good reputations. Bassit this year, though, has really not been pitching up to his standards. He is 2-5. He has a 5.45 earned run average, 34 strikeouts, and 36 and a third of an inning. And the Phillies bats, they've been hitting so well against even really good pitchers like Logan Webb, and of course last night what they were able to do against Jose Berrios was absolutely fantastic as well. Berrios was having a really good season, and Berrios ended up allowing 8 earned runs, including a grand slam that was allowed to Bryce Harper, who's had a very hot bat, and we'll get more into that in just a few moments. But I wanted to talk a little bit about Aaron Nola, because Nola, this season, he's been overall doing a very good job. He did allow 2 earned runs in his last outing. He went 4 innings against the Giants, and it wasn't a smooth sailing performance, but it still was another outing where I still thought that he was able to, even though he did have like a lot of adversity, I still thought that he did some things really well, and I thought that in years past, he was really struggling with delivering from the stretch, and I didn't think that that was really as big of a deal in his last outing. But hopefully he can, I guess, have a bounce-back performance. That'd be really, really nice. But it wasn't his worst outing of his career. It just wasn't his best. It wasn't fluid. Before that outing, he actually went 3 straight starts by pitching into the 7th inning or later, which was really impressive. And yeah, maybe tonight or maybe this afternoon we'll get one of those outings. It is 81 degrees outside. It's hot, man. It's beautiful for spring weather. I wouldn't say it's hot, but it is humid, so definitely is humid outside. All right, so we're going to get into everything. So the starting lineups, we got George Springer batting in the leadoff spot. Then it's Dalton Varsho batting second. Hitting third will be Vladdy Guerrero Jr. Then you got Justin Turner in the cleanup spot. Danny Jansen, he'll be batting fifth for the Toronto Blue Jays. And then after that, it'll be Bichette, Davis Schneider, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, and Kevin Kiermaier as well. And Aaron Nola, as we mentioned, is on the mound. He is now 30 years old. He has a 3.32 earned run average with 40 strikeouts and a 1.15 whip as well. He did a really good job, of course, in the month of April. The outing before the last one that he had, he played against the Padres. He went 8 innings, and he allowed 3 earned runs and had 10 strikeouts, just 1 walk allowed, and a home run. So that was it. All right, Phillies Freaks, Freak Nation, what is up, everybody? Yes. Oh, man, freaky stuff, man. Y'all are taking time out of your afternoons to come on here and listen to me during the middle of a weekday. That is freakish behavior. You guys know that. Stop being a freak, but also be a freak. That's why we love you. All right, George Springer is going to come up to bat. And Aaron Nola with the first pitch. And that's in there for a strike at the knees. It was a sinker at 90 miles per hour. And Springer takes a strike. George batting .206 this season. Former Houston Astro, of course. And the 0-1 is down low for a ball. Denver says, lol, watching on my non-work screen. Oh, my gosh. That is freakish behavior, man. That is freakish behavior. That's very freaky, my guy. I like that. I won't tell the bosses. The 1-1 pitch, and that's fouled away. It was a chopper at 87 miles per hour. Blue Jays are 7.5 games behind the Orioles and the Yankees, who lead the AL East. They're both tied for first. Of course, the Orioles, they're 23-12, and the Yankees are 24-13. One ball, two strikes. As Nola gets set again at the letters. He kicks and fires. The next pitch, swing and a miss. The first out, and it's a strikeout for Aaron Nola. One out in the top of the first. Like how he went with the fastball, just was able to pin it on the... Was actually threw it right down the middle, and Springer just couldn't catch up to it, but we'll take it. One out in the top of the first, and it's Dalton Varsho's turn to bat. Varsho batting on the left side as Nola winds up and delivers and throws a pitch that's just maybe a hair up high. Chris Bassit will be pitching for the Toronto Blue Jays as the 1-0 is just outside for ball two. Crew chief for this afternoon's game, you have Mike Michlinski behind the plate, calling the balls and the strikes. Then it's Jansen Visconti, who's over at first. Paul Clemens is at second. And Andy Fletcher is at third. 2 balls and no strikes to Dalton Varsho. Nola kicks, deals, and it's outside for ball 3. Phillies defensively, they have JT behind the plate. On the mound, of course, is Nola, as the 2-1 is low for ball 3. First, it's Harper. Second, it's Stott. Third, it's Bohm. And then you have Sosa at short. And in the outfield, it's Marsh, Rojas, and Castellanos. 3-1 to Dalton Varsho. 2 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the pitch. It's popped up and hit out over towards shallow right center field. Stott says he has it with the sunglasses on. He gets under it and makes the catch for out number 2. And it's hot. It's pretty humid in here. You could see the glare. Well, as they show the replay, you could see the glare just bouncing off of his sunglasses. That's how sunny it is. 2 outs in the top of the first inning. And Vladdy Guerrero is due up now for the Blue Jays. Guerrero Jr., that is, takes the ball down low for ball 1. Final score predictions? Final score predictions, man? Comment down below. It's 82, yep. And 91 in Central Florida, wow. The pitch by Nola misses just a little bit outside for ball 2. Guerrero's average is down this year. He's hitting .234 with 4 homers and 15 RBI. And the pitch. Line drive into left field for a base hit. It's backhanded by Marsh on 2 bounces. Marsh is going to throw it over, and it's cut off by the shortstop, Sosa. And Guerrero gets a 2-out single in the top of the first. It's 91 in Houston. Okay, well, it's not as... But it is humid. I don't know. Do you guys have humidity? Justin Turner is coming up to bat, hitting .282, has 4 homers and 16 RBI on the season so far. Nola delivers from the stretch and throws it outside for a ball. Oh, yeah, Florida is always humid. Is it? Yeah. It's a good crowd at the bank, honestly. It really is a very good turnout. Lots of sunglasses, lots of short-sleeve shirts and shorts, and polos. The 1-0 pitch, grounder, right over towards Bohm, and the flip over to first is in time. Harper had to extend his glove over towards the left, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left, and we go to the bottom of the first at the bank. Okay. If you are new to the channel, if you are a Phillies freak with a capital P and a capital H, man, hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. If you're a baseball freak, though, hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. We need 3 more subs for us to get to 2,200. Oh, I love you guys so much. Come on in, take off your shoes, kick back, relax, and enjoy. Enjoy this, man. Phillies have won 10 straight series in a row, which is absolutely impressive. And they have been the hottest team in all of Major League Baseball. And their lineup today, here we go. Kyle Schwarber batting in the leadoff spot. And that's JT Realmuto, who had the night off last night. He's batting second behind the plate. Bryce Harper's at first, and he's batting third. And then it's Alec Bohm hitting in the cleanup spot over at third base. And Brandon Marsh playing out in left field. Nick Castellanos batting sixth. He's out in right field, so he slides from fourth to sixth. And Bryson Stott is hitting seventh. He's over at second base. Edmundo Sosa is the shortstop batting eighth. And Johan Rojas, the center fielder, batting ninth. Again, the lineup for the Phillies. It's Schwarber, Realmuto, Harper, Bohm, Marsh, Casti, Stott, Sosa, and Rojas. And on the mound for the Toronto Blue Jays is Chris Bassit, who has faced the Phillies quite a little bit. He's from Toledo, Ohio. He has a 1.68 whip and a 5.45 ERA, along with 34 strikeouts and a 2-5 record. The 35-year-old not really having the best season so far. He allowed 3 earned runs in his last outing against the Royals. He did go 6 innings and had 4 strikeouts, but just has not been up to par this season so far. First pitch, swing and a miss to Kyle Schwarber. Kyle hitting .215 with 9 homers and 22 RBI. And the 0-1 is outside for a ball. What's up, Mitch? How you doing, man? Shout out to you, bro. 18 walks allowed on the season and 7 starts for Chris Bassit. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch that's taken down low, a curveball at 71. Looks good, but Kyle Schwarber said no thank you. Pablo! What's up, Pablo? How you doing? 2 balls, 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber is 4 for 11 lifetime against Bassit with 2 RBI and 5 strikeouts. The 2-1 delivery to Schwarber, and that's spoiled foul. We got the 2200, baby. Let's go! Love you guys. Thank you all so much for being here. If you just subscribed to my channel, welcome on in, man. Welcome on into Phillies Freaky Nation. Freak Nation. Can't wait for a Freaky Friday. Freaky Fridays are going to be a thing on here. The 2-2 pitch on the way, and that's popped up. Hit out over towards shallow center field. Bichette says he can't find it. And the center fielder and the left fielder, they end up colliding with each other. Oh, my gosh. Kiermaier and Varsho ended up colliding with each other. And I think that Varsho broke his sunglasses. Kiermaier's down. He's in a lot of pain. They just knocked right into each other. Bichette is signaling for the trainer to go out there. So they're going to send Jose Ministral out there to just go check on Kevin Kiermaier. It seems like he always gets banged up somehow, some way. Man, he's down, and he's in right on his knees, on both knees, trying to sort of like in a push-up position, except he's on his knees. Man. Kiermaier did make the catch. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. But yeah, Varsho broke his sunglasses, and Kiermaier is down. Got hit into the right side. Yikes. Sometimes it's just not as easy as it looks when you're trying to communicate on a fly ball. Bo was like, I can't even find it. And Varsho and Kevin Kiermaier had to try to go out for it. And, yeah. Never want to see that try to happen. So 1 out in the bottom of the first. Varsho's going to go back over to left field. And Kiermaier will stay in. Everybody goes back to their spots. Thank goodness that he's all right. So defensively for the Toronto Blue Jays, from 1 through 9, well, you got Jansen catching, then you got on the mound Bassit. Over at first, it's Vladdy Guerrero Jr. Then it's Davis Schneider's over at second base today. He was out in left field last night. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa slides from second to third. And then at short, it's Bichette. And from left to right, it's Varsho, Kiermaier, and Springer as JT comes up to the plate. And that's fouled away. JT hitting .264. He had the night off last night. Garrett Stubbs played in his place. The ball is 1 strike, and the 0-1 is low for a ball. Did the fly just fly right into my left eye? I think that's what just happened. Been waiting for that to happen sometime while I'm live. I've seen it all now, I guess. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss on a curveball at 70 miles per hour, and the count is 1-2. That was my trip to CBP last night. I went 2 nights ago. It was great. Recorded Bryce Harper hitting an opposite field home run. That was cool. Got my phone out on the first pitch of that at-bat, and he homered. Brought the magic with me. 1 ball, 2 strikes to JT Realmuto, and the next pitch, it's a high bouncer hit over to shortstop. Bichette says he has it, he does, and he throws over to first just in time to get Realmuto. Bo had, it was sort of like one of those cherry bombs that you used to have in 4 squares where you would just bounce it so up high, and that's how the second out is recorded. I think after this inning, I'm going to take a little break. Final score predictions, anybody? Final score predictions. Bryce Harper's up to bat, 2 outs, nobody on. And Bassit will be facing Harper, who's hitting .263. And I think we have a violation called, or was that time called? Yep, nope, it's a pitch clock violation that's going to be called on Bassit. So Bassit not so happy with the call there because he didn't start his motion, and he's complaining with the home plate umpire. John Schneider not so happy about it again. 1 ball, no strikes to Bryce. 2 outs, base is empty, and the 1-0 delivery, and that's on the outside corner for a strike. 7-3 Phillies, 5-3 Phillies, 3-2 Phillies. Well, Vince and Andrew have the same prediction. Wow. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch to Harper. It's popped up again over towards the outfield side of right field, but Vladdy backs up, gets under it, and will make the catch, and the out is recorded. That's the 3rd and final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Fightins, and we head to the top of the 2nd inning. We'll be right back. I'm at work. Don't tell me. Well, that's why you can listen to it like it's a radio cast, my guy. That's why do you think I do a radio play-by-play? Top of the second. Danny Jansen's up at the plate, and the pitch is wide for a ball. It was a four-seamer at 90 miles per hour. Jansen hitting .325 with 3 homers and 4 RBI on the season. His catching tonight was the DH last night. And the next pitch is in there for a strike. Turner today is the DH. It's Justin Turner. Danny Jansen now 29 years old. The 1-1. And that's sliced out to center field. Coming in is Rojas, and I'll make the catch as he runs in towards home plate. And Jansen is the first out in this inning. Huh. Wow. Comes Bichette. Check swing, did he go? First base umpire says yes. It was an inside pitch. Bo now hitting .189. It's really hard to believe. 1 homer and 11 RBI this season so far. The 0-1 delivery is wide for ball 2. Wide for ball 1. Next pitch, and that's fouled away. Last night, I went back and I listened to my home run call with the Bryce Harper thing. I didn't want to include the whole call. I meant to say Alec Bohm, not Reese Hoskins. I don't know where I come up with these things sometimes. The 1-2 pitch. That's a knuckle curve that's taken down low for ball 2. I meant to say that there was no Alec Bohm. Reese Hoskins, what the heck? 1 out, base is empty, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch to Bichette is fouled away on a cutter at 87 miles per hour. You can see that the wind is blowing. I say it's 11 miles per hour west. Two and two to Bichette. And the 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. That's the 4th strikeout that he's had in the last 2 games combined. And there's 2 away. Yeah, he's just does not look comfortable at the plate. Heard a broadcaster say Utley the other day. Yeah, that was T-Mac. But Kruk caught him. 2 outs. Nobody on. And the pitch to Davis Schneider is taken on the outside corner for strike 1. Is Mrs. Schneider back there? Maybe she took the day. Did she take the day off today? Let's see. Nope, they're not showing her. So, I mean, it doesn't mean she's not there, but I would think she would be. Shout out again to Mrs. Schneider. The 0-1, that's outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Davis. 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the top of the 2nd inning. What's up, the dude? And the 1-1 delivery is on the outside edge of the plate for strike 2. The whole lifetime against the Jays is 2-2 with a 5.29 earned run average. Next pitch on the way, and that's wide for ball 2. Last time he pitched against the Blue Jays, actually the last 2 times, he did record the win. He went 5 innings in his last outing, and that was on August 16th of last year. 2-2 pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards left field, and that's going to be a fair ball as it goes down the line. Marsh plays it on a couple of bounces, throws it over to shortstop, and there's a 2-out double by Davis Schneider. Let's see again. This pitch looked like it was a hanging changeup. One of the hanging breaking ball pitches that Nola threw, and honestly, Davis did a really good job. Kiner Falefa comes up and bats on the right side, and he takes a strike at the knees on the outside corner for strike 1. Hitting .260 with a .344 slugging percentage. The 0-1, there's a grounder, hit over to shortstop. Going to be a tough play for Sosa as he throws on the run, and it's in time for out number 3. No runs, and just a 2-out double by Davis Schneider. And we head to the bottom of the second at the bank. No score between the Blue Jays and the Titans. What a difference between the Sixers match to this, JJ. JJ's so relaxed. Absolutely. That's why I like doing baseball, because this is more of like my natural voice, you know? With basketball, and even with football at times, I know that during the downtime, football's sort of like the in-between, but basketball, you're just like the total opposite compared to baseball. I probably should make like a mood video, like calling a Sixers game, and then just, you know, like give the energy, and then it's like calling a Phillies game. You know what I mean? That's funny. What a difference. Yep. The old business person special game where parents and kids play hooky from work and school. Yep. For sure. What should we say? Schneider looks like an extra from the game Guess Who. First, you know what's funny? First, I thought that you meant an extra, like, band member from the Guess Who. That's how old of a soul I have. And then I caught on to it. That's cool. What's up, Shivy? How you doing? If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. I really was thinking about the Guess Who, because the Guess Who is also Canadian. They are a Canadian band. I believe. I'm 95% sure that they are Canadian. All right, it's Alec Bohm's turn to come up to bat as we head to the bottom of the second. Bassit back out there on the mound for his second inning of work, and he throws a strike at 91 miles per hour just at the knees. I thought the band also, and yes, they are Canadian. Good, I got it right. The ball is 1 strike to Bohm. Was on a big hitting streak, and that just ended against the Giants in the series finale against them, and the next pitch is inside for ball 1. Huh. 1-1 is the count. As Bassit gets set, the belt kick steals, and the next pitch, it's popped up towards shallow center field. Kiermaier says he has it as he runs over towards the alleyway, and he'll make the catch. There's the first out recorded in this bottom of the second inning. Yeah. The Mets and the Cardinals are in a delay. Game's out in St. Louis. Angels lead at 1-0 in Pittsburgh in the top of the 5th. Here's Brandon Marsh, who comes up, and he slices the first pitch foul as that one hooks out of play. Lots of afternoon games today. The late night game is at 8:40, and that's the Giants, who are in Colorado, taking on the Rockies at Coors Field. The ball's one strike. The 0-1 offering, swing and a miss. It's funny to me how Chris Bassit, Justin Verlander, and Max Scherzer were all on the Mets just recently. And the 0-2 is wide for a ball. They made so many moves. They really did during that deadline. 1-2 pitch. That's just inside for ball 2. Good eye by Brandon Marsh. Statcast called it a strike. Not the home plate umpire. 2-2 is the count to Marsh, and the next one is way upstairs for ball 3 to make the count now full. Angels actually just got another run. They lead it now 2-0. The count is full to Marsh. 1 out. Nobody on. And the 3-2 pitch. Line drive into left center field. And Kiermaier will make the rolling catch out in left center field. So Kiermaier, who collided with Dalton Varsho on the pop-up by Kyle Schwarber in the bottom of the first. Well, Kiermaier got banged up and, well, he was able to make a terrific catch where he was able to just roll over right after he caught it. That's just pure athleticism. He is so good defensively. Good try by Marsh. Just when he hit it out to center field, it's hard to get a hit off of that guy. First pitch to Castellanos is taken for a strike. Nick is hitting 199. Does have 2 homers this season. And 12 runs batted in. Bassit gets set at the belt, winds up and delivers. And there's a fly ball that's drifting foul, and it'll find the seats over towards right field. And the count is now 0-2. Bassit is 3-0 against the Phillies with 20 strikeouts and a 1.59 ERA. The 0-2, and it honestly looked like it was just at the knees, but it's called a ball by Mike Machlinski. Bassit with the 1-2 delivery to Castellanos, and Castellanos will spoil that one foul. Last time Bassit faced the Phillies was on August 19th of 2022. He went 6 innings, allowed 7 hits, 2 earned runs, and he had 4 strikeouts. 1-2 on the way, and that's fouled off. Surprised that Castellanos stayed alive, but he did. Beautiful day at the bank, 81 degrees. 4 seconds left on the pitch clock. Castellanos' lifetime is 9 for 25 against Bassit. The 1-2 pitch, line drive into right field, and it's going to slice foul. Was played on the bounce, and it was caught by that fan, and he is having the time of his life, just high-fiving everybody around him. That's the spirit. We love it. I just got a Nick Castellanos foul ball. Keep that as a souvenir. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the second with nobody on. The 27th pitch by Bassit, and here it comes. It's low and away for ball 2 to make the count now 2-2. We need a live about the prospects and free agents towards the NBA offseason, JJ. Yep, we'll talk about it, man. We'll have a pod for that. Don't you worry. 2-2 on the way. It was a little bit outside, but it's a called strike 3 by Michlewski, and Castellanos having some words with him. To be fair, he did get a generous call on one of the pitches, but when we head to the top of the third, another 1-2-3 inning by Chris Bassit. Still scoreless. Got the Mocha Frappe today. The Mocha Frappe. Anybody a fan of a Mocha Frappe? Decided to go with that today. Do we like Mocha Frappes? Do we like Starbucks in the chat? Or are we not a fan of Starbucks or McDonald's coffee? You got some nuggies and a Coke. Huh. Cool. Nice. We do. Good. Good. Yeah. Yeah. I do like my Starbucks. I love pumpkin spice coffee. That's how you know it's fall. That's how you know it's Eagle season, man. When the pumpkin spice coffee comes out, boy, guess where I am? Boy, I love me some pumpkin spice. Luke doesn't drink coffee? Okay. Do you like tea? Or what type of beverages do you like, man? If you are new to the channel, tell me what favorite beverage you guys like. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well. If you're tuning in on Facebook or on X or Twitch, make sure that, or Facebook, make sure that you guys hit the thumbs up button and hit that follow button, and you're more than welcome to come on over here to comment and join in on the conversation. What's up, Jason? How you doing, man? Jayson. That's what my mom wanted me to have it spelled that way. My sister said no. First pitch, and that's fouled off. You like it with the Y? I like it both, you know? Will is a hot tea with milk and sugar type of a guy. Okay. Look, I'm not your father anymore. The ball is one strike to Kevin Kiermaier, who made a terrific catch to Rob. Brandon Marsh on a hit, and the 0-1 is swung on and missed. 0-2 to Kevin Kiermaier. Slugging .270 with a 190 average, 1 homer, and 5 RBI on the season. The leg kick and the pitch by Nola as he fires and throws it up high for a ball. Oof. The 1-2 delivery, and that's fouled away as well. Count still remains at 1-2. Kiermaier's been in the league since 2013. Played with the Tampa Bay Rays all the way till 2022. The 1-2 on the way, and that's fouled off again on the changeup at 84 miles per hour. Kiermaier does have 12 hits and 63 at-bats. Also 2 stolen bases on the season. The 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. And Nola strikes him out. 3 strikeouts for Aaron. And we flip back to the top of the lineup. No caffeine. You're a Pedialyte type of a guy? Okay. That's cool. Blue Jays are 16-20 on the season. They lost a series to the Washington Nationals. The first pitch to Springer is fouled away. They are in last place in the AL East. And that division is stacked. Really, with a lot of really good teams. 0-1 to Springer. One away in the top of the third. Nobody on base for Toronto. 37 pitches for Nola. The 0-1 off the plate for ball one. Phillies won 10-1 last night against Toronto. Sanchez pitched a really good game for the Phils. The pitch. Ground ball hit out over towards left field for a base hit. And George Springer gets on with a one-out single. So it goes in between the shortstop and the third baseman. That's the third hit allowed by Nola today. Phillies were able to get a hold of Jose Berrios last night. He allowed 8 earned runs in 3 2/3 of an inning. Here's Dalton Varsho. Varsho takes it down low in the throw over the second to try to get Springer. It is not, I don't know what the call was. I don't think it was in time. I think Springer was safe. And Calitri's going to go over towards the phones to see if they should review this or not. Springer got the bag, but then his hand came off. And by the time it came back on, Sosa tagged him again, and I don't think it was in time. I think he got his hand in there, but you couldn't see the second base umpire make the call. But regardless, it is a stolen base for George Springer. So he's in scoring position. The 1-0 delivery to Varsho is on the outside corner, was a changeup at 86, and that's a called strike. One ball and one strike to Dalton Varsho. And the next pitch is wide for ball two. You got a good jump there. I'll tell you that. You really did. Springer in scoring position. No score so far. The 2-1. Off the plate. Decided to go with a knuckle curve. That misses for ball three. Three balls, one strike to Dalton Varsho. And the next pitch, that's on the outside corner for a strike. He's hitting .236 this season with 6 homers and 16 runs batted in. Played for, of course, the Arizona Diamondbacks for his first 3 years. Had a 27 home run season in 2022 with 74 RBI. The 3-2 on the way, swing and a miss, and Dalton Varsho strikes out on a pitch that was outside, and there's 2 away. Nola chanced it, and Varsho went chasing after it, and Nola wins the battle. I'm a little bit shocked that Varsho decided to swing at that pitch. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is coming up to bat. He's singled to get the first hit of the ball game. 2 outs, a runner at second, and Guerrero Jr. lines this one out to left field for a base hit. Springer rounding third. Marsh has it, and the throw going to be over to the plate. It's cut off by Harper, and Springer dives in there safely, and it's a 1-0 game for Toronto on the RBI single by Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So Vladdy comes up clutch. And that's why base running is a big thing, especially for this team. They do produce a lot of runs on the offensive side. Their pitching just has been a whole nother story. However, Vladdy Guerrero able to come through and able to knock in his 16th RBI of the season. Nola throws back over to first, and it's not in time to get Vladdy. Got my chili cheese, hot dog, and some soda. Takes a seat in JJ's section. Go Phillies. Love it. I'm sure it's hot where you are, man. First pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. If you are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. We are live for the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Eagles. We're also going to be doing some Olympics this year as well, and I'm looking forward to that. No balls, 1 strike, and the 0-1 offering swing and a miss to Justin Turner on a knuckle curve at 77. We're going to be doing some tennis. We're going to be doing some basketball as well. We're going to try to do men's and women's basketball. And we're going to do women's tennis. The 0-2 pitch, grounder, hit over to third base. Bohm has it, throws across the diamond, and it's in time. What a play by Bohm. And the inning comes to an end. So, we head to the bottom of the third. At the bank, it's 1-0 Toronto, thanks to an RBI single by Vladdy Guerrero Jr., and the Phillies will have 7, 8, and 9 due up. So, yeah, we're going to do... and we're also going to do some volleyball, too. We are. We're going to try some different sports. And I'm excited about that. Because we need reps. And I've learned in this game of broadcasting, you have to be flexible, you know? And I think that it will be really cool to just try it and see how it goes. Putt-putt golf coverage, JJ? Yeah, golf coverage on the radio is... I don't think that's... it's not easy. How would you call a golf tournament on the radio? I don't even see any YouTube videos out there of other people doing it. Not saying that it can't be done, but it's... That's a sport where you just have to see it, like, for yourself. You know what I mean? D's here. What's up, D? What's up, D? How you doing? What's up, D? Thanks so much for stopping by. Appreciate that. I thought baseball and softball were supposed to be back in the Olympics. Well, hockey is. Hockey's going to be in the Olympics this year. But, yeah, that's not coming back, I don't think, until 2028 or 2029. So. Well, yeah, 2028 it has to be. Why would it be during an off year? Love me some hockey. I like hockey, too. Honestly, hockey, for a professional play-by-play to be done on a monitor, it's almost impossible. Congrats on 2,200. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, yo. Bryson Stott comes up to bat, and he takes the first pitch wide for a ball. Jose says we have an athlete in our town, Geneseo, New York, who will be participating in the Olympics trials for the high jump. That's cool. The 1-0 pitch to Stott, and that's fouled away. 2.2K, baby! Let's go. We love it. Thank you all so much for subscribing to the channel. It means a lot. It really does. None of this is possible without you guys. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bassit on the bump for the Blue Jays. And the next pitch to Stott. It's grounded over towards the first base side. Sliding stop by Vladdy, and the throw over to first. Well, it's a foul ball. It was just ruled a foul ball. Vladdy did a good job at reacting very quickly. See again, yep, it was just foul. Went over towards the right side after, right before it went past the bag. But good try, for sure. Bryson batting .245 this season. He has 17 RBI. And 15 walks, and the 1-2 is fouled away. On deck for the Phillies, it's Edmundo Sosa, and waiting in the hole is Yohan Rojas. Phillies have not gotten on base today. They've not been able to solve Chris Bassit, who's had a lot of success against the Phillies in 4 outings. 1-2 pitch. Way up high for ball 2. Eight seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 2-2 on the way to Stott is just a hair outside for ball 3. Stott just 1 for 6 in 14 plate appearances when the count has been full just this season, as the next pitch is fouled off. He has had 7 walks, though, and 1 hit by pitch, but has only struck out once. That's pretty impressive. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Bryson Stott, and the next pitch, and it was a little bit outside, but he had to foul it away. It was a defensive swing, for sure. And with the way that Michlewski's been calling it, kind of had to be protective. Putting up a good fight against Chris Bassit, the former New York Met. The 3-2 on the way, the Stotts. And that's sliced foul again over towards the third base side. Count still remains full. 9 pitches in this at-bat, and 6 of them have been spoiled by Stott. As he rests the bat on his shoulder, it's 3 balls, 2 strikes, now picks it up. And the payoff pitch, and that's way inside for ball 4. So that's the 8th walk that Stott has been able to draw this season when the count is full. And there's the first base runner for Philadelphia today. That was a big at-bat, man. That was huge. Edmundo Sosa, it's his turn to bat. And he takes the first pitch inside. It was a sinker at 91 miles per hour. So far this season, Stott does have 15 walks. Now make it 16. That was before coming into today. The 1-0 to Sosa. And that's going to be lined foul on a 90 mile per hour sinker. Phillies are in their white and red uniforms. They're the cream uniforms. Blue Jays are in their blue tops, gray bottoms. The 1-1 delivery is inside. O'Neill Cruz just had a bases clearing double. Pirates were down 2-0. Now it's 3-2. Boy, is he a stud, or what? The 2-1 on the way. That sails wide for ball 3. Stott has 8 stolen bases on the season. Was able to record another one last night. 51 career stolen bases. 3-1 pitch, and that's down low. Well, that was actually a little bit outside for ball 4, so back-to-back walks allowed by Chris Bassit. And Stott moves over to second. And we have time called as Danny Jansen will have a conversation with Chris Bassit to try to calm him down. As we're in this little break, we'll take a look at some other scores really quickly. So the Pirates have a 4-2 lead. They just had a 3-run double by O'Neill Cruz, and were able to provide another run to score him. Then the Guardians have a 2-0 lead against the Tigers. Mets and Cardinals still in a rain delay. And those are all the scores that are going on as of right now. 2 runners on base for the Phillies. They're down 1-0. There's nobody out. Rojas is up to bat as he steps into the box, and Rojas shows bunt at the first pitch, but takes it back, and it's on the outside corner for strike 1. I think that this is a good opportunity for Johan to come through here. His batting average has gone up to .210. I know it's weird to say that, but he was really struggling before. A homer and 10 RBI for him on the season. And the 0-1, he bunts this one over back towards the mound, and the throw over to first is in time. So the bunt was successful. Schneider had to go cover the bag. Bassit had to come off the mound over towards the infield grass, and Well, the throw over to first was in time. Mike Calitre's going over to the phone to see if the Phillies can challenge this or not. But, yeah. I don't know if it was fouled because it looked like it bounced and then hit the bat again. I want to see it. I think it did make contact with the bat again. So, after he showed bunt, it bounced, and the umpires are now gathering together to see what the call is going to be. Is it going to be a foul ball? I think it is a foul ball. See this again. Yep, made contact with the bat. So he bunted it, came back up, it hit the bat again, and Rob Thompson wants an explanation. There's going to be runners over at first and second. Graphics operator says that it's just one out. For you, JJ, if starting pitchers go 6 innings, why not the last 6 innings and start the other pitchers for the first 3 innings? I don't know what that means. If it hits the bat second in fair ground, I think it's an out. It is. No. So Rojas is going to get another crack at it. So it was a foul ball. It hit the plate, and then it made contact with the bat again. So, 1 out. Stott goes back over to second. Sosa goes back over to first. And the next pitch is outside and low for another ball. The refs just love us. So nobody out. 2 runners on. The 1-2 on the way. Line drive into center field for a base hit. Stott's rounding third. Kiermaier's going to throw it. And the throw is cut off. And Stott actually stays over at third. So Rojas singles. And that's going to put bases loaded. Huh. Well, that worked out. Yeah, they rolled it as a foul ball. That's a better result. Second time's a charm. Am I right? Pitch was right down the middle, too. Bassit retired the first 6 batters that he faced, and the Phillies have the bases loaded with nobody out. Here's Kyle Schwarber, who takes a strike at the knees for strike 1, so we go back to the top of the order, and Schwarber's up. Stott's at third, Sosa's at second, Rojas is over at first. What's up, DFJ? How you doing, man? Stay on here, my guy. Got bases loaded. The 0-1, the Schwarber swing and a miss on a slider that was inside and low. Yeah, it's not this Foster ref. It's not Scott Foster, baby. Any more final score predictions? No balls and 2 strikes as Schwarber takes a quick step out of the box. Schwarber batting .215. He has 9 homers, which is tied for 6th in all of baseball. The 0-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Third base umpire says, no, sir. He did not. To make it a 1-2 count. He's saying use your 7, 8, 9 relievers or inning relievers in the first, second, and third instead of the starter in the 4th through the 9th instead of 1 to 6. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. I wouldn't do it. I mean, like I understand what you're saying, but it makes no sense. 1 ball, 2 strikes. His time was called. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Bassit with his 51st pitch coming up. Here it is, and that's inside and low. It was a good block by Jansen. He lost it for a second. It was inside, and he tried to keep his feet out in front of it as it bounced right off his chest pad. And it almost got away from him over towards that right side. Wasn't able to make the catch. He couldn't find the ball at first, but it didn't knock too far away from him. Still nobody out. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Schwarber draws the bat across home plate. And the 2-2 on the way. There's a fly ball hit out over towards shallow right field. Going to be a tough play for Springer. And he makes the diving catch in foul ground. Stott tags from third. He'll try to come in to score. And it's an RBI sacrifice fly. It's 1-1 for Philadelphia. That's the definition of a bang-bang play. So George Springer able to make a diving catch out in right field in foul territory. Stott recognized that he made the diving catch and was able to tag up from third and come on in to score. That was just a beautiful play all around, but the Phillies have tied it 1-1. Well, you absolutely have to make the catch in that situation. Runners stay put over at first and second. So one out now in the bottom of the third. Kyle Schwarber able to get a sac fly, and that's now his 23rd RBI of the season. It's JT Realmuto who comes up to bat for the Titans. Sosa remains at second, and Rojas remains at first. So JT is up to bat. JT did ground out to second his last time up in the first pitch. And that's just, it looked a little bit low, but it's called a changeup at 84 miles per hour. Realmuto slashing 262, 316, and 434. So a 434 slugging percentage. That's pretty good. The 0-1, and that's fouled away to make it an 0-2. Yeah, I don't like the idea of putting in the relievers as a starter. Something bothers me about that. Maybe it's just not something I'm used to. Maybe it's a get off my lawn type of a thing. I don't know. Have I reached that age now where I'm like at the get off my lawn type of a age? The 0-2 is wide for a ball. Maybe that's what I've reached. Maybe I am older than I thought. One ball, two strikes. Bassit on the bump. 55 pitches for him. He looks back at second. Now back to the plate. The 1-2 pitch. There's a bouncer over to second base. This could be two. The flip over the short. There's one to throw to first. Not in time. A fielder's choice ground out. And Sosa heads over to third. And there's two away. Another bang-bang play, but good job by JT, the hustle out of the batter's box, and beat out the throw over to first by bichette. And Bryce Harper is going to come up to bat for the Titans. He has homered in 3 straight games. Had a grand slam in last night's game, and is looking to continue that home run streak. How about the little shovel pass by bichette? And the little toe drag swag, if you will. But that was Davis Schneider that was able to make the behind-the-back shovel pass. And Bichette just tagged the bag and just smoothly was able to throw it over to first. Bryce Harper comes up, and he takes the first pitch up high for a ball. Sort of like when a receiver goes out of bounds and they're just able to keep both feet in and just drag their toes on the turf. It's beautiful. 1 ball and no strikes to Bryce Harper. The pitch by Bassit. Check swing, and they didn't even have to appeal. Home plate umpire Machlinski said that he did go around. Love this name, bichette. Bichette, yes. Love it. It's great. We have some shade that comes in. The 1-1 to Harper. Good take inside. A sweeper at 74 miles per hour. Big spot here for the Titans. They tied it on an RBI sac fly by Kyle Schwarber. There's runners at the corners with 2 outs. And it's a 2-1 count to Bryce. It does. It's like Boba Fett. That's exactly what it is. 2 balls, 1 strike to Bryce, and the next pitch to Harper. Swing and a miss. Ooh, he wanted to go for the fences, and he missed it. It's just a little bit early. Yeah, it's like Boba Fett had a son. No, I'm kidding. We love Bo, though. The 2-2 on the way. Swinging a fly ball. Hit out over towards right field. It's going back towards the track. And making the catch out in right is George Springer. Harper got out in front of it. And he got also under it. But still almost was able to hit it out of the yard. Wow. All right. So the inning comes to an end. The Phillies tie it up, though, on a sac fly by Kyle Schwarber. Bryson Stott was able to score. And we head to the top of the 4th at the bank, all knotted up at 1 apiece. Boba Fett did have a son. Don't spoil it for me. I haven't gotten to that episode. No, I'm kidding. I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it there. The Angels just tied it back, really? It's like 4-4. Bichette, bounty hunter. Doug the bounty hunter. I see we do have a Springer. Yep. George Springer. That's a nice catch, too. All right. So we're in the top of the 4th. It's 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Blue Jays. Okay. At least the Phillies tied it up, though. If you are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit the like button and hit that subscribe button as well. And that way you'll know when I go live for a Phillies, a Sixers, or an Eagles game. Bases loaded, no outs. We should have got more than 1 run. Well, I do agree. I have to say I do agree with that. But that's being nitpicky. Well, I don't know if that's being nitpicky. Because this team has put up a lot of runs and they have been winning games. But yeah, you're right. You are right. You're not wrong. Angels just took the lead? Wow. We did. We avoided a double play. Placido Polanco. Huh. He's being interviewed by Taryn Hatcher. Look at him. He has a beard. Wow. I don't remember him ever having a beard. He looks good, man. Placido Polanco. What a guy. He had a good career. First pitch to start off the top of the 4th is over on the outside corner for a strike. He's 48 years old now. 48. Played with the Marlins, the Phillies, the Tigers, and, of course, the Cardinals. The 0-1 on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards left center, and Rojas is able to jog on in towards home plate, and they'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. And it's Bichette that comes up to bat. Polanco did have a really good career. He's one of those guys that, again, like, he's not a Hall of Famer, but he had a decent career. He really did. Over 2,000 hits. He also had 1,009 runs scored and 7,214 at-bats. Really, he had a very good career. First pitch to Bichette is in there for a strike, just at the knees. A second baseman, a third baseman, and a shortstop he was. Just a 2-time All-Star in 2007 and 2011. That was with the Phillies in 2011. Also was an ALCS MVP. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bichette. 1 out in the top of the fourth. Nola gets set and delivers the pitch. He fires it on the outside corner at 91 miles per hour for strike 2. He produced almost every year he played, and he was also a beast in the field. He was. He was a very good defensive player. He would be a very good utility player today, too. The 1-2 grounder rolled over to second base. Stott has it, throws it sidearm over to first, and there's the second out recorded. A 3-time Gold Glover. I didn't know this, but he won a Silver Slugger Award, too, in 07. Here's Davis Schneider. 2 outs, nobody on. And the pitch is just down low for a ball. Hit the thumbs up button. Let's get to 100 likes, man. Mods, do your thing. If you are interested in being a moderator for the channel, please let me know. Always looking for more mods, especially now that we're getting more of an audience on here. The 1-0 delivery is fouled off the back ankle of Davis Schneider. It's a 1-1 count. Favorite Philly of all time? My favorite Philly that I saw. I'm 26, so it would have to be Ryan Howard. Bryce Harper's up there. My favorite, though, is Ryan, because that's how I got into the sport. How does Nola look today? Nola looks good. So far, so good. 57 pitches, 2 outs. In the top of the fourth, nobody on. 1 ball, 1 strike to Davis Schneider, who doubled off of Nola's last time, and the 1-1 is upstairs. AI is your favorite Philly of all time. Wrong sport, but he's a heck of an athlete. Heck of an athlete. 2-1 pitch to Davis. There's a fly ball hit out over towards left field, and that baby is just foul. Just foul. Sent it a long ways. That's now a 2-2 count. So is Michkov going to come this summer? Does anybody know that follows hockey? 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Aaron Nola is able to get the strikeout, and he gets himself a 1-2-3 inning. And we head to the bottom of the fourth. Still tied at 1 apiece. Went upstairs, too. Heart attack. Oof. For those that don't know, he produced Nirvana's in Utero record. Huh. I didn't know that. Is Michkov going to come up this year? Seriously, Larry Boa tied with Tug McGraw. It's funny. If you are new, though, hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button, baby. That way you'll know when I go live for a Phillies, a Sixers, or an Eagles game. Let's get to 100 likes. Algo Gang, do your thing. Mods, do your thing. Reached 111 likes last night. That's how we get more people to come on here, man. That's exactly how we do it. We got 85 people watching. For an afternoon game, this is awesome. But yeah, hit that thumbs up button. 30 of you have not done that. Now's the time to do it, though. It is sad. J-Roll was your favorite? All right, Alec Bohm is coming up to bat. Rob Thompson said that Bohm just needed a day off yesterday. Had that long streak, and he's been grinding pretty good. That's what he said about Bohm yesterday. So batting in the cleanup spot again today and leads off the inning for the second time as he takes the first pitch low for a ball. Smash the like button, baby! That's exactly right. 1 ball, no strikes. Bassit gets set at the belt, and the 1-0 is inside for ball 2. Let to see Bohm try to get on base here. Maybe Bassit goes with a fastball. The 2-0, and he decides to go with a sinker, and the Bohm fouls that one away. I think it's so interesting because, Alec, when he first came up into the league, he had a lot of high expectations, and he just was not playing good defense at all. The 2-1 is fouled away. And now, you look at him playing over at third, and he's not just playing okay defense, he's playing above average defense. And he's the best hitter as of now on the Phillies. The 2-2 pitch, and that's fouled away. But he received so much criticism in that first year. And he has really just come a miles and miles away. Just based off of improvement. He's 27 now. He's 4th in the league in batting average, 2nd in RBI. The pitch, swing and a miss, and Bassit records his 2nd strikeout of the game. The first out recorded in this 4th inning. That proves off-season works. It does. It's exactly what that means. Mike's back. Mike said, don't spoil it because I'm at work. I said, that's why I do a radio cast, my guy. 1 ball, no strikes to Brandon Marsh, and the 1-0 delivery. There's a fly ball hit out over towards left center field, and Kiermaier goes towards the alleyway and makes the catch. He robbed Brandon Marsh on a base his last time up, and, Marsh hit it out towards him again. Didn't have to roll over or do any sort of fancy moves. And Marsh slams the helmet down over on the bench as he's not happy with himself. 2 up, 2 down. I'm done. Now I can all you guys. The pitch, and that swung on and missed to Nick Castellanos. Why do you think I do it baseball? Why do you think I do it radio style, Mike? The ball is 1 strike. Castellanos up to bat for the Phils, and the 0-1 just a little bit outside for ball 1. What's up, David? How you doing, man? Casty has 15 runs scored this year, which is 4th on the team when you look at the lineup. The 1-1 delivery by Bassit, swing and a miss. That cutter was up high. Phillies only have 1 hit today. Just 1 hit. That was a single by Rojas. They had the bases loaded in the bottom of the 3rd and just got a sac fly by Kyle Schwarber to make it 1-1. Vladdy Guerrero had the RBI single to give the Blue Jays their lone run. The 1-2 pitch, grounder hit over to shortstop. Bichette has it, gobbles it up, throws over to first. And that's that. The inning comes to an end, and we head to the top of the 5th. Another 1-2-3 inning by Bassit. And the Blue Jays are coming back up to bat. They should have saved some of the runs from last night for today. Well, as long as they get the win, that's all I care about, man. Just keep piling up those wins. You know? Just keep the wins coming. Ugh. All All right. Cannot let Toronto hang around too long. I agree with that. I agree with you. Let's take a sip of water. The Phillies, as of now, they're technically on pace to win 114 games this year. How crazy would that be? I don't see what's going on in the chat, but thank you all. I was doing Embiid with the bottle. I was waiting for somebody to notice that. I was waiting for somebody to notice. I was waiting for it. I'm happy you picked that up, man. Is this game old enough for Wander Franco? Is the game old for Wander Franco? Well, I mean, he's 27, right? So no, he's not old. But Wander, when's the suspension over? I don't know. Somebody check that for me. First pitch by Aaron Nola is in there for a strike. Right down the pipe. Nola goes out there for his 5th inning of work. He's been doing a good job today. Had a little bit of traffic on the bases, but not a lot of damage done. It's indefinite? Okay. The 0-1 to Kiner Falefa is in there for strike 2. Batting .258 on the season. And no balls, 2 strikes to him. Nola gets the signs. Kick, steals the next pitch. Line drive, hit out over to left field as Marsh comes jogging in and will catch it for the first out. Kiner Falefa now 0 for 2. He grounded out to short in the second and leads off this inning with a fly out to left field. And Kevin Kiermaier is going to come on up to the plate. There's our depth chart. All right. Next pitch is inside and low. Decided to go with a cutter. One ball, no strikes. And the 1-0 delivery, there's a ground ball hit right through the hole into center field for a base hit. And Kiermaier gets a single. He's now 1 for 2. And there's still 1 out. We head back to the top of the order, and George Springer is going to come up to bat. Springer was the 11th overall pick by the Astros in 2011. Throw bat to first. Not in time and not even close. He has 6 stolen bases on the season. 245 career homers and a lifetime .266 average, along with 662 RBI. The pitch, swing and a miss. I thought he had more stolen bases, but he just has 92. The highest he had in a year was literally last year. In 2023, he had 20 stolen bases. The ball is 1 strike to George, and he fouls the next pitch off to make it an 0-2 count. Best year, arguably, was probably 2019 or 2016. But in 2019, he batted .292. He had 39 homers and 96 RBI, 20 doubles, 96 runs scored, and 140 hits. The 0-2 on the way, and that's dribbled foul over towards the third base side. Count still remains at 0-2. Nola today has gone to his sinker 24% of the time. The four-seamer has gone with 21% of the time. He's thrown 5 different types of pitches today, as the next one is outside for a ball. One ball, 2 strikes. And the next pitch by Nola is upstairs and wide for ball 2. Springer is a 4-time All-Star. Of course, he won World Series MVP back in 2017. And is a 2-time Silver Slugger Award winner as well. Played college ball at the University of Connecticut, and he was named Big East Conference Baseball Player of the Year. The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Nola with the 6th strikeout of the afternoon. Springer tried to check his swing, and he most certainly went around. And that's the 2nd out in this 5th inning. Dalton Varsho is coming up. He was a strikeout victim of Nola's, as he struck out in his last at-bat. The next pitch, swing and a miss. The pitch was up high, and Varsho tried to take a hack at that, but he missed it. 0-1 is the count. And the next pitch, it's popped up, and that's going to find the seats behind home plate. Anybody know what Austin Nola's doing nowadays? Actually, I didn't know this, but he is still catching. He's catching for the Royals. The 0-2 is down low and outside for a ball. He's in the Royals organization. One ball, 2 strikes to Dalton Varsho, and the throw back to first, not in time. He's on the Omaha Storm Chasers, which is their AAA affiliate. He really signed a minor league contract with the Milwaukee Brewers earlier in the year. That's Aaron's brother, Austin. The 1-2, and that's fouled away. Yeah, it looks like he is in the minors with the Royals. I remember when the Blue Rocks were affiliated with the Royals, and MJ Melendez was a part of that organization. And look at him now. Wasn't until the pandemic when they switched over to the Nationals. The 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Aaron Nola as he racks up another one. And we go to the bottom of the 5th at the bank, still knotted up at 1 apiece. Game 4 was a heart attack for sure. Oh, man. All right, we're going to the bottom of the... Oh, wait, that's wrong. Varsho struck out. Bottom of the 5th, man. Bottom of the 5th we go. Hit the thumbs up button, baby, and hit that subscribe button. Algo Gang, do your thing. Welcome on into Freak Nation with a capital P and a capital H if you're a Phillies freak. Welcome on in, freaks. How you all doing? If you're an MLB freak, welcome on in. My name is Jason. This is Play-by-Play with JJ, where you're live for every single Phillies, Sixers, Eagles, and that's it. We do all those games, man. After the game, though, I do want to let you all know that I am going to do a post-game show at 4. We're going to do it at 5, okay? We're going to do it at 5 o'clock. Please, if you wouldn't mind, if you want to come on and give your thoughts about the Phillies and talk about their season with me, join this Discord link, and you guys can come on here and give your thoughts when we go live. Just got to join the live call. That's all you got to do. And you get to talk about the Phillies with me. So join that link, click on that, become a member of our Discord community, and that's what we'll do at 5 o'clock. All right? We'll talk about the Phillies because we haven't really done any sort of post-game shows talking about them. Bryson Stott comes up, and he takes the first pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. And if you guys want to email me for any business inquiries, or if you guys have any sort of ideas or suggestions on the channel, more than welcome to email me at jasonjosephonair@gmail.com. The 0-1 to Stott, swing and a miss. Bassit still out there on the bump. 75 pitches, 73 coming into this 5th inning. The ball's 2 strikes to Bryson Stott. And the 0-2 on the way by Bassit. Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Bryson Stott. Well, maybe I predicted the future because I put a K right next to Bryson Stott's name, but it was really supposed to go to Dalton Varsho because he ended the 5th inning, and I just, without cognitively thinking, put the K right next to his name. So didn't even have to mark it off, nothing. 1 ball, no strikes to Edmundo Sosa. And the pitch by Bassit, it's on the outside corner for strike 1. Scott Harnell's at the game? Yeah, I see him. I see him. He's right there. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. Just out of curiosity, how many of you guys actually do watch the Phillies game and just listen to and still listen to me? Even though we still do it as a radio broadcast. Like, I'm not judging. I'm just curious. How many of you actually are able to get the Phillies game and yet still prefer, even though you're watching it, to just listen in and join the combo? The 1-2 on the way, swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Chris Bassit. 2 up, 2 down in this bottom of the 5th. Sometimes I listen to you and I watch the Phils. Mike, I know you just admitted that today. I have both the game and you on. Okay. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th with the bases empty. And the next pitch is outside for a ball. Watching and listening to both. Okay, cool. The game is lower than you. I listen to you while I'm at work, says Neil. Okay. Maybe I should do a poll because I'm just curious. It's nothing bad. I like to know. The 1-0 delivery. Roa shows bunt. Decided to try to take it back, but he couldn't. I listen to you while I work. Wish I could watch the game. Okay. So that's 2 people that just listen. And 6 that say that they listen and watch. One ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, base is empty. And the 1-1 on the way is inside for ball 2. I'll be honest, I prefer now, honestly, to just listen. I just do. I like being able to picture what's going on in my head. I think that there's something cool about that. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch is down low for ball 2. I mean, of course, like if it's on the TV, it's on the TV. You know, I'll go to MLB Tonight just to look at some scores sometimes. But if I'm like tuning into a game, I just want to listen to it. I realize that it's actually cool because you're not using your visual sensory as much. And there's more excitement to it that way. The 2-2 on the way, and that's fouled off. RB, baby! What's up, RB? There were no TVs when it started. Yep, I was alive. That was back in 1920. I was negative 76 years old. Negative 78, maybe. The 2-2 is wide for ball 3. What's up, RB? Shout out to you, man. Drop your link down below. You know what to do, man. Shout out to Philly Take with RB, bro. Mwah. Love you, man. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Yohan Rojas, and the 3-2 on the way, swing and a miss. And Bassit strikes out the side as we head to the top of the 6th at the bank. Still 1-1. Phillies just have 1 hit. That was on the single by Rojas. That's it. So we go to the top of the 6th in Philadelphia. Just listening while working or driving. Baseball's a fantastic sport to just listen to. It really is. I mean, people say that Harry Kalas was the soundtrack of Phillies baseball. And when I heard that first I heard it from Scott Graham, former Phillies play-by-play announcer, who was also my professor. I was really fortunate to have him. Learned a lot from him in college at Rowan. But he said in an interview that Harry Kalas was really the soundtrack for Phillies baseball. And I thought about that, and I was like, wow, you're not wrong about that. Like, it is really cool. At work, I just listen. I watch the radio play-by-play and listen to the game. It's cool. I think that's really cool, guys. I really do. I don't get the Phillies. I live in Mets and Yankees country. Even if I watch the game in my living room, I always have you up to show support. Bro, see, Denbrew gets it. You know what I mean? Denbrew understands. He's a Phillies freak, man. And he's not only is he a Phillies freak, he's a JJ freak. Oh, my gosh. That's what we love. That's going the extra mile. You know what I mean? I don't know how y'all do it. I listen to you while I work. Wait, yeah, I did read that one. Sorry about that. What's up, Chris? What's going on, man? What's good, my guy? I'm so happy you made it on here, man. Shout out to you. I've loved listening to LA and Fransky on the radio because I very rarely have had cable in my life. I like Fransky too, man. Shout out to Scott Fransky and LA. By the way, Larry's birthday was yesterday. Big fan of Larry. And Scott, I've met him. He's a very nice guy. That's honestly, he doesn't know this, and he probably doesn't even know me, but he's the reason why I'm doing this. If it wasn't for Scott Fransky, I wouldn't be doing this. I mean that. We're in the top of the 6th. Aaron Nola back out there on the hill for the Fightins. And the first pitch is a strike right at the knees to Vladdy Guerrero Jr. For those of you that actually don't know my backstory, I started this channel in 2022 in December. And I met Scott at a networking event at Rowan. As the 0-1 by Nola is on the outside corner for strike 2. And Scott said to me, well, and I go up, I introduce myself to him after the event's done. You know, you stay after, you try to talk to these people, and you're the last one that's out of the building, first one in type of a thing. And so I talk to him at the end, and I say, I introduce myself to him. I tell him everything about me. And he says, well, with all due respect, as the 0-2 is grounded over to third, it'll be a tough play for a bohm. As he barehands it, throws over to first, not in time. And Vladdy Guerrero Jr. just able to get on with another single. This time it's an infield single. And that's how he leads off the inning. So he's been able to solve Aaron Nola like a Rubik's Cube today with 3 base hits. So he says to me, well, with all due respect, you got to call Blue Rocks games, Blue Coast games. Like, that's cool. But how many did you do a week, Jason? And I told him, 1. 1? Like, just 1 to 2? 1 to 2 games a week? Like, it's not enough, man. You got to get reps. If you want to succeed in this business, you got to get reps. You have to go into the lab and you just got to call games. There's Justin Turner, who comes up to the plate and takes a strike on the outside corner. And, well, long story short, as I was interning at NFL Films, I said I can do two things at once. I can reach out to all these people. I can, reach out to all these people and it's just all talk. And reaching out to people is a good thing, but it's just all talk. The 0-1 grounder hit over to third. The flip over the second. There's one to throw to first, not in time, so just a 5-4 fielder's choice. Grounded by Justin Turner, and it's Jansen who's going to be coming up to bat. That's why I started this channel, man, because I said I can reach out to all these people, and I did. I reached out to so many people, and, I was like, yeah, let me just get on the computer, just call games, and make it a win-win. All right. I've been rolling with you for 3 years. Oh, my gosh. That's freakish behavior, too. Y'all are freaks, man. I appreciate that, though. The pitch, and that's a knuckle curve that's at the knees for a strike. Pitcher's duel today. Donna's here. What's up, Donna? Haven't seen you in a while. What's up, Donna? The 0-1. Line drive hit down the left field line. It is a fair ball. It has to go all the way towards the corner. Brandon Marsh does get over to it, and he throws it over to short, and Jansen gets in there with a double, so Turner stops at third. And that's the first inning where Nola has allowed 2 base hits. Actually, scratch that. That's the second inning that's happened because he also did that in the third inning. But that is the second extra base hit allowed. And it just got past the diving stop of Alec Bohm over at third. Got you, Jason. Harper, you're the best, man. Shout out to you. When it comes to the Sixers with Ala and Kate, I turned the game down. You're way better than the both of them. I appreciate that. And, I do really like Kate Scott. Great person. And she does do a fantastic job. But the fact that you tune into me, that's an ultimate compliment, I'm humbled by that. Go tune in to Philly Take with RB, too. Seriously. Go support my guy, RB. 2 runners on in scoring position, and Bichette fouls off the first pitch. It's a 0-1 count. I love Scott. Remember his quote when the Phillies won. He said, chalk another one in the win column for the Fightin' Phils. Yep. Which one, Fransky or Graham? The 0-1 delivery, and that's up high to Bo Bichette. JJ and RB are the only ones I watch for the games. I call you my clutch play caller. Thanks, guys. That'll make me blush. I appreciate it. The 1-1 on the way. Line drive hit over to right field for a base hit. That's going to knock in at least one run as Turner jogs in. Castellanos comes up with a throw, and stopping over at third is Jansen. So it's an RBI opposite field single by Bo Bichette. And the Jays are able to retake the lead and reclaim their prowess. It's 2-1, Toronto. Reclaim their prowess, huh? I don't know what that means, but that just slipped out. I like that. Just went over the head of Bryce Harper, too. It was a rocket. Hit over to right field. And Davis Schneider's coming up to bat. So Nola has been dealing with a lot of adversity in this inning. He's allowed 3 hits. And maybe, just maybe, you might want to get somebody warming up in the bullpen. Harry the K will always be the voice of the Fightin' Phils. Yep, you're right. Yes, sir, man. RB is the voice of the Sixers. I agree with that, man. Runners at the corners. Davis Schneider's up in the pitch. Line drive it out over to the left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. And Jansen scores. It's an RBI single. Stopping over at second for the Blue Jays is Bo Bichette. And it's now 3-1 Toronto. Back-to-back-to-back base hits for the Jays as they're up by 2. Nola just left a hanging pitch right out over the middle of the plate. And Matt Strahm is now getting warmed up in the pen for the Titans. Well, he did good throughout the first 5 1/3 of an inning, I'd say. Now he's struggling, and JT wants to try to call for... He does call for time, and he's out there on the mound trying to communicate with Nola to, A, buy Strahm time, and B, calm Nola down. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, wearing his sunglasses, will be batting on the right side. He is up to bat. So for 2, he's grounded out and lined out today. Another goofball named Larry. Love Larry's quote. Why do people sing "Take Me Out to the Ball"? Yeah, I saw that. It was great. Bichette leads off over at second. Nola looks back at second. And the pitch from the stretch. And that's in there for a strike. It was a knuckle curve at 79 at the knees. Blue coats. Yes, sir. Who were some of my other professors? Who else did I have that you would know? The ball is 1 strike. And the 0-1 delivery, that's on the outside corner for a strike. So the director of my program, or of the program at Rowan, is Neil Hartman. Used to be he was a professor at Temple, and of course was on Comcast Sportsnet. I would watch him after almost every single Phillies game, along with Ron Burke on TV. The 0-2 on the way, and that's fouled away. The count still remains at 0-2. Shout out to Rowan University. D. Lynham is now there. Love D. Does a great job on the Blue Coats. The 0-2 pitch, and that's wide for a ball. Derek Jones is our station manager. Very great guy. Calls games for Princeton basketball. And does a very good job. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kiner-Falefa. And the 1-2 on the way just misses for ball 2. Nola did not get the call. Strahm still warming up in the bullpen. This may be his last batter, because Kiermaier waits on deck. Nola looks over at third, now glances at second, and the 2-2 pitch, that's fouled away right behind home plate. How long have I been doing the Phillies games? I started this channel in December of 2022, so this is my 2nd year. Yeah. I think this type of broadcasting could be the future of sports. It is. The 2-2 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over to left field. If it's fair, it's gone. And it is a foul ball. Not by much. That was inches away from hitting the foul pole. Inches. On the Discord now, baby. Let's go. 7 pitches in this at-bat. 3 of them have been fouled off. 94 pitches for Nola. Just get this last guy out here. Well, there's 1 out, but this could be his last batter, so it's now a 3-2 count. As the 2-2 was low, it was a changeup at 87. Scott Graham. Yep. I have a lot to catch up on in this chat. I'm sorry about that. 3-2 pitch, and that's fouled away over towards the first base side. Harper still has room, and he'll make the catch. Thank goodness. Was able to get under it. Didn't even have the sunglasses on, and there's 2 outs. That out was huge. Rob Thompson's going to go out there, and that's going to be it for Aaron Nola. 2 outs. The runners over at first and second are still his responsibility. And Matt Strahm's going to come in to face Kevin Kiermaier. I'm happy he was able to get out of that. If that home run was just so close. We don't want no meatball. We need a Stromboli. See what you did there. See what you did there. That is freakish behavior, my guy. Freakish behavior with a capital P and a capital H. Luke says if he has another game like this, send him down, make him earn his money. I don't think he can do that with Aaron Nola. But maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't do it. Pitchers can only hold opponents for so long until something gives. Phillies bats need to come alive. And they do. You're definitely not wrong about that. This isn't a terrible game for Nola. Well, I know it's a results league. I get that. But if that 3-run homer would have counted, then we'd be having a different conversation. 9 hits and 3 runs. Not a good outing. Giving up 3 isn't terrible. Well, it definitely wasn't his best. We'll put it that way. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button, baby, and hit that like button. That way you'll know when I go live. My name, of course, is Jason Joseph. Call me anything, just don't call me late for dinner, as my Zadie would say. You can call me Jason. You can call me JJ. Some people have actually called me Joseph. I had a director in high school that still didn't even know my first name and would always call me Joseph. And I'd be like, yes, sir. Oh, man. I miss theater. I'm a theater kid. Well, no, I'm not a theater kid. Okay, so here's the thing. Now I'm getting a little bit off topic. I feel like I was never really a theater kid. I feel like a theater kid like knows like all the lines to like every single show and like knows all the music. For some of them I do, but not all. First pitch, there's a ground ball hit over past the shortstop. Bichette's going to come in to score as it goes into left field for a hit. And it's an RBI opposite field single by Kevin Kiermaier on the first pitch that was delivered by Matt Strom. They just came back, and there was a single out to left. Oh, boy. Just was able to serve it up towards the 6-5 hole. And it got underneath the glove of Sosa. All right, so 3 runs have scored in this inning. And the first pitch to Springer is swung on and missed for a strike. Matt Strom is 2-0 in 14 games this year. That run does get counted over against Aaron Nola, so that's now 4 earned runs. 10 hits allowed by the Phillies pitching. And the 0-1 is up high. How you doing on this Wednesday, Jason Joseph? I'm doing good. Thanks so much for stopping by, man. 1-1 is the count. Strom looks over at first. Davis Schneider's over at second. And we have a runner at first, too. And the 1-1 is swung on and missed. And the runner at first, of course, is Kiermaier. So a big swing and a miss for George Springer, who's 1 for 3 today. He struck out twice against Nola. Did have a single and a stolen base and a run scored on the RBI single by Vladdy back in the top of the third. The 1-2 on the way, and there's a little hopper that's hit over to second, and the throw over to first by Stott is just in time to get Springer. Well, the pitch jammed Springer, and I thought maybe he hit it in the right spot, and I thought he was going to beat it out, but he just wasn't able to do so as Stott threw a cannon over to first. But the Jays send 8 men up to the plate, and they get 3 runs on an RBI single by Bichette, Davis Schneider, and Kevin Kiermaier. And we head to the bottom of the 6th. Do the Phillies have a response in them? All right. All right, let me take a very, very quick step off. I need to stretch really quickly. I'll be right back. All right, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe. We got 98 people on there watching, 79 likes. Let's get to 100, man, and hit that subscribe button as well if you have not done so already. My name is Jason Joseph. This, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. If you guys would like to donate to the channel, you're more than welcome to do that. Any donation is a positive contribution to our channel as we're trying to expand it and do bigger and better things on here to give you guys the best types of play-by-plays. Kyle Schwarber is up to bat, and the first pitch is swung on and missed. Pop and Meza, who pitched in last night's game, both of them did, they are warming up in the pen for Toronto. The 0-1 is outside for a ball. If the Phillies lose this game, obviously they wouldn't lose the series, but the Phillies have won 10 straight series in a row. So that would technically break that streak. The 1-1 is taken for a strike, but there still is a long ways to go. Or there still is time, I should say. We're just in the bottom of the sixth. 1-2 is the count. Bassit gets set at the belt and delivers the next pitch, swing and a miss. Kyle Schwarber just could not catch up to the 93-mile-per-hour four-seam fastball, and there's strikeout number 6 by Bassit. Blue Jays, as we just mentioned, sent 8 men up to the plate in their half of the 6th inning. And by the way, Bassit has now struck out 4 batters in a row. JT, as he ends that streak, but it grounds over to third, and the flip over to first is in plenty of time. This is a good play by Kiner Falefa. So the strikeout streak is over, but he is now retired, honestly, the last 9 batters that he has faced. And now Bryce Harper's due up to bat. Harper's 0 for 2, looking to continue his hitting streak and his home run streak as well. It's 4-1. Phillies down by 3. Base is empty as time is called very quickly. And Bassit smiles at Michlensky. And time was granted to Bryce. First pitch to Harper is taken down low for ball 1. Phillies have Sir Anthony Dominguez warming up in their bullpen. Harper's tied with Schwarber for most home runs on the Phillies team. The pitch, swing and a miss. Batting average sits at .258. Coming into today with 31 hits and 120 at-bats. The 1-1 delivery popped up, hit back behind home plate, and Jansen runs out of room as it goes behind the net. Walk back, and in a blink of an eye, it's 2 outs. That's what happens, man. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bassit with 95 pitches has just allowed 1 run, and that was on the sac fly hit by Kyle Schwarber. Boy, this kid is having a field day. The 1-2 grounder hit sharply over to third base. Backhanded stop, and the throw over to first by Kiner Falefa is in plenty of time to get the third and final out of the inning. There was a kid that was hitting in the smaller ballpark that the Phillies have. He was hitting the ball really well, but as Harper hits the ball sharply, he does ground out over to third, and Bassit has now retired 10 in a row as we head to the top of the 7th in Philadelphia. Phillies trail 4-1 against the Jays. Yep. Here's a question I have for you guys. All right, so first of all, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe. My name is Jason Joseph. This, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. I know that we have different people that come from different backgrounds on here and are a part of different ages, but you know, I'm getting This is off topic. I'm getting back into the dating game. I'm getting back into the dating game, okay? And I'm curious to know what you guys think. I know that everybody is different ages and it's whatnot, but I wanna just get opinions. Okay. If you were to go on a date with somebody, where would be a good spot to go? Where would be a good spot to go? Okay. Obviously, I'm not considering, like vegan or vegetarian or that type of a thing, but I'm just curious. I wanted to shake things up a little bit. I'm 23, never dating again, says RG. Oh boy. The Philadelphia Art Museum. Okay. That's an interesting idea. I'm going to write that down. The Philadelphia Art Museum. The ballpark. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. I like these. Keep them coming, man. Art Museum. I like that. I like this. All right, we head to the top of the 7th. Keep firing these away. Oh man, y'all are funny. Y'all are so awesome, man. JJ definitely going out tonight. Maybe. The pitch, and that's outside for a ball. So Sir Anthony Dominguez is on the mound for the Fightins as he comes on in relief for Aaron Nola. He has an 8.03 ERA. Hard to believe that. And 12.1 innings of work, and the next pitch is wide for ball 2. Philadelphia Art Museum. I wrote that down. That's a good one. The ballpark. I saw a snowman. 2-0 pitch, and that's wide for ball 3. Three balls, no strikes. Sanchez gets set above the letters, and the 3-0 pitch. That time he finally throws a strike. That's right down the middle. Good luck, better you than me. 3-1 pitch. That's wide and away for a ball 4. Wide and high for ball 4. So there's a leadoff walk allowed by Sir Anthony Dominguez, who continues to struggle for the Phillies, but hopefully he can try to attack the zone. The Rocky statue. Yeah, I've never been to the Rocky statue. Out to the art museum, and there's a cliff that looks like the Schuylkill, or that looks at the Schuylkill River, huh? The pitch, and that's going to get away from JT, and going over to second base is Dalton Varsho as he advances on the wild pitch. The pitch was in the dirt, and it bounced away, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is up to bat. So it's a 1-0 count. Sir Anthony gets set above the letters, winds up, and delivers, and misses outside. Time it out for a sunset. That's a good idea, too. Okay. Aquarium. Watch the Rhine. Oh, my gosh, stop. Y'all are too much. I'm 35 and I will be 36 on June 2nd, and I never dated anybody. Wow. Okay. What's a date? What is a date? Take her to Geno's or Jim's. Wherever you get your cheesesteaks. Geno's is good. Okay. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And the next pitch is spoiled foul. Jamie, thanks for the donation. He says, ask her what she likes to do first. That's a very good idea. I like that. Anybody ever been to Lone Depot Park? I've never been to Lone Depot Park. I've always wanted to go. The 1-2 delivery, and that's fouled back behind home plate. Cape May Point. Okay. I'm taking notes. I have them right next to my scorecard. I'll have to take a picture. The 1-2 pitch to Vladdy is way outside for ball 2. Oh, man. Detroit leads it 4-2 in Cleveland. So we take a look at some of the other scores. The Angels beat the Pirates today 5-4 in Pittsburgh. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Varsho leads off over at second, still nobody out, and the 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. And Vladdy Guerrero Jr. strikes out as he starts chirping with Mchlinski. And there's the first out in the top of the 7th. That's the first time today, too, that Vladdy has gone down. The Trenton Thunder game. I've never seen the Trenton Thunder. I want to go to Jersey Shore to see the Blue Claws. Might try to do that this year. Now it's Justin Turner's turn to come on up. And he takes the first pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. At 99 miles per hour by Sir Anthony Dominguez. Thank you, Jamie, again for the super chat. It means a lot, man. Damien says, do a balloon ride in Chester County. 801, that's fouled away. I am actually afraid of heights. So that probably wouldn't work for me. Well, and obviously I'd have to know from her perspective too anyways. Because that would not be a good idea. If she was. Turner has grounded out to third twice. Also grounded into a 5-4 fielder's choice. His last time up. The 0-2 delivery slider that misses inside for a ball. See what you did, James. That was beautiful. I love that pun. That was nice. Very nice. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, man. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled back again to the net. Baseball Paul just tweeted out, this inning will be the first time the Phillies will be batting while trailing by 3 or more runs since April 24th against the Reds. That was in the last half inning. The 1-2, and that just misses 2 for ball 2. And Dominguez wanted to try to shut the door in this at-bat against Turner, but was not able to do so. The 2-2 delivery again, and that time it just misses outside for ball 3. Dominguez not able to paint those corners where he wants them to go. It's just a little bit off. The count is full. The 3-2 offering. Grounder hit back up the middle. Stott has to throw it over to first off balance. It's in time. Going over to third is Varsho. Nice play by Stott. It was hit up the middle. He had to go over towards his right and just throw it off balance over to first. Oh my gosh, is that Dylan? Oh my gosh, I gotta take a picture of him. There he is. I'll have to send that to him. My friend Dylan's working over there. Shout out to Dylan, man. I see him rocking his sunglasses. He called games with me with the Blue Rock. Shout out to him, bro. Nice play, though, by Stott. I'm going to send that pic to him. He's going to be like, yo, what are you doing? 2 outs in the top of the 7th, and the pitch is just a little bit up high for ball 1. JJ, have her be on a live stream with you calling a game. That's a very good icebreaker. That's how you'll know she's the one. 1 ball, no strikes. And the 1-0. And there's a pop-up hit out over to right field. Castellanos gets under it as he jogs in towards home plate, and he'll make the catch. And the side is retired. We head to the bottom of the 7th. It's time to stretch. Phillies only have 1 hit today, and have only scored 1 run as they come up to bat in just a few moments. was a nice play, too, by Stott. I'll try to cut that. Do you like comedy? Go see a comedian. I do like comedy. I don't know what type of humor she likes. A comedy club is a good one. All good ideas. Make her ring her bell. That was funny. That caught me off guard. Wow. You broke me, Jamie. You did it. Larry did it one time, too, but I didn't think that would ever be replicated, but you got me. Punchline Philly would be a good icebreaker. Well, I was going to do my trivia question. I guess I'll save that for the next inning. That's what we'll do. Oh, man. You could do a walking tour of historical Philly. I could do that. That's not a bad idea either. That's too funny, man. You definitely got me on that. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Alec Bohm is going to lead off the inning for his 3rd straight at-bat. And time is called. Bassit having a problem with his pitch comm piece. And he's signaling over towards the dugout. Machlinski goes out there to meet Bassit about halfway between the mound and home plate to get him, or the signal for a new piece of equipment. All right, well, I guess we'll do our trivia question now while we're in this little break here, so why not? All right, I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question, and if you get it correct, you'll hear this. If you get it incorrect, you'll hear this. All right. So, in 2006, fill in the blank. Mike Schmidt wrote a book called blank. What's the book that he wrote in 2006? Oh, no, I read it. I read your super chat. I thought my mind was a gutter. What's the book called? Dating? No, Clearing the Bases. That is correct. Good job. Shibby got it. Good job, Shibby. Good job, my guy. Clearing the bases. All right, so we still have a little bit of a break in the action, as there seems to be problems with the pitch comm equipment. Vladdy Guerrero is going to give Bassit a piece of his equipment here. Clear the bases on your date. How to eat a hot dog. Shivy, we're trying to ensure JJ gets a second date. Why would he do that? Wait. I missed the comment. Zach Pop is getting warmed up in the Blue Jays bullpen. The first pitch still hasn't been thrown in this bottom of the 7th so far. When I met Jen, she knew nothing about sports, but instead of I hate sports, she took an interest, learned, went to games with me, and now it's something we enjoy together. She's a keeper. For sure. Absolutely. Shout out to Jen. Hopefully she's doing well. We love Jen. First pitch to Al Bowman. That's down low and outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Bohm. And the next pitch, swinging the bouncer, hit over to shortstop, gobbled up by Bichette, and the throw over to first is in plenty of time. And the first out is recorded. The Phillies were on a 12-game home winning streak. That's now in jeopardy as the Phillies are down to their last 8 outs. And Brandon Marsh is going to come up to bat. That was just one pitch. That was literally just one pitch. Here's Marsh, and he takes a strike at the knees at 88 miles per hour. That's the 99th pitch thrown today by Chris Bassit. The 0-1 delivery is up high for a ball. Sorry if I'm not reading all these comments. I'm going to go back and watch this again. I'm still cracking up. I'm still cracking up too, bro. I really am. That was funny. The 1-1 pitch, ground ball, it back up the middle for a base hit, and the Phillies get their second base hit of the game as Brandon Marsh is able to punch it into center field. A 1-out single by him, and Nick Castellanos coming up to bat. Do you watch the Phillies yearbooks every year? We're the best in the business. Yes, I do. I do watch the Phillies yearbooks, but yes, I do. And I like them. I do. All right, good stuff, man. Here's Castellanos. A runner over at first, and Nick comes up, and he hits this one out to left field. It's going back towards the wall, and it hits off the top of the wall. The throw over to second base is cut off, and Castellanos dives in there safely. The throw was way off the line by Dalton Varsho. Schneider had to go get it away from the base, and over at third now is Bryson Stott. How about Nick Castellanos on the first pitch, able to rake a hanging breaking ball out towards left field. It hit off the top of the wall, and there's two runners in scoring position for Philadelphia as Bryson Stott is coming up to bat. A good throw may have gotten Castellanos out. Bassit, I think that his day is going to be done. Vladdy Guerrero gets his little pitch comm piece back from Chris Bassit, and we have a pitch and change. That's how you do it, baby. Let's go. All right, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well. Let's hit that. Let's get to 100 likes, baby, and get to 2,220 subscribers. If you guys love my content, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and feel free to donate to the channel as well. I'm telling you guys, when Casty gets hot, it's over for the league. We're already great with him being subpar. Now you're right. You're definitely not wrong about that, my guy. Not wrong at all whatsoever. Wow. Get Casty above 200. Yep, for sure. 2 hits in a row for the Phillies. That's their first extra base hit of the game. And if both runs score over at second and third, those runs get charged to Chris Bassit. Aaron Nola pitched for the Phillies today. He started off really well and was cruising along. Just allowed the RBI single to Vladimir Guerrero in that top of the third. And then it was just the 6th inning where he just allowed 3 RBI singles. Put Bryce Harper up there ASAP. Well, we're not at that point of the lineup. Oh, boy. But I do agree. MJ, the GOAT, is here. What's up, MJ? How you doing, bro? Thanks for stopping by. Freak Nation, stand up, baby! Come on! Phillies freaks, come on. Smash the like button on your way into the live stream broadcast, as I just did. What's up, Charles? How you doing? Shout out to Charles. Bryson Stott's up to bat. 1 out. 2 runners in scoring position. The first pitch to Stott. It's hit out to center field. It's going to stay in the yard, though. Kiermaier goes over towards his left, and he'll make the catch, and the throw is drawn over to third. Castellanos slides in there safely. Just got in there. And we get a sacrifice fly as Marsh does score 2. It's now 4-2 Blue Jays. I'm shocked that Castellanos went. I figured Marsh was going to tag up. But Bryson Stott gets a sac fly. All right, Zach Pop in there for the Toronto Blue Jays. In 4 games is a 2.45 ERA. And Cody Clemens is going to come up as the pinch hitter for the Titans. He's 1 for 14 as a pinch hitter with 7 strikeouts. He's representing the tying run. He comes in the pinch hit for Sosa. First pitch to him is in there for a strike. He had a big 2-run home run that went 383 feet in last night's game. Pop trying to communicate with his catcher, Jansen. No balls, 1 strike. And the 0-1 delivery. Taken low and outside for ball 1. Cody has been raking the baseball so far this year when he's had opportunities to play. 1 ball, 1 strike. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. Oh, man, he was just a little bit late. Came in at 96 on the outside corner. And Clemens just mistimed it. 1-2 is the count. Pop looking to get out of the jam. Casty's at third. 2 outs. Phillies down 4-2. The 1-2 on the way. And that's spoiled foul right behind the plate. On deck is Yohan Rojas. Curious to see what they're going to do defensively after Clemens is at bat here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pop gets set at the belt, and the 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. And Cody Clemens goes digging after a slider, and that's going to end the inning. The Phillies do get 1 run back, though, on the RBI sac fly by Bryson Stott. And we head to the top of the 8th at the bank, 4-2 Blue Jays. All right. I don't know too much about baseball, but what? 555. What's up, man? Shout out to you for coming on here. If you are new, make sure you guys like and subscribe. My name is Jason Joseph. This, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. We cover the Phillies for baseball. We cover the Sixers for basketball, and we do Eagles football on here as well. Those are our main things that we do on this channel. We're going to sprinkle in some Olympics as well. We'll be doing some men's and women's USA basketball. We'll also be doing some women's tennis, and we'll be doing some volleyball as well. You got money on the Phils? There you go, man. Thanks for coming on and for supporting us. Let's take a sip of water, shall we? Move Stott to shortstop. Witt in at second. I don't know. That felt good. RG got an idea. Put him in right. Where did RG say? We got to find a way to keep Clemens on the roster when Trey comes back. Put Cody in right? I'm not putting him in right. I like Castellanos defensively. I do. I'm not even joking. Sign LeBron James to the Iron Picks to complete his Jordan arc. That's funny. That's very funny. Mets and the Cardinals are still in a rain delay. Game was supposed to start at 1. Bo Bichette as Orion Kirkering will be pitching now. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. So Clemens is at short, and Stott goes over to second. Or Stott still is over at second, I should say. The 0-1. There's a fly ball hit out over to right, and Castellanos gets underneath it as he battles the sun, and he'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. Orion in 8 games is a 1.04 earned run average in 8 2/3 of an inning. 6 strikeouts recorded, 3 walks allowed, and opponents are hitting 179 against him as Davis Schneider is due up to bat for Toronto. He's 2 for 3 with a double, a single, and an RBI. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Actually, Stott is playing second base, and Sosa. No, Clemens is at second, and Stott moved over to short. Why did it look like Edmundo Sosa or Clemens was playing over at short? Sorry. The 0-2 is way outside and low for a ball. Clemens is at second, and Stott's playing over at short. Yeah. Kerkering gets set at the belt, and the 1-2 on the way is down low and outside for ball 2. Kurum says, go Rangers. I think Stott is better at short. That's his natural position. It is. That's where I saw him play when he was on the Jersey Shore Blue Claws. I agree with you. Schneider's 2 for 3 today. And the 2-2 is up high and inside for ball 3 at 96 miles per hour. Phillies won yesterday's game against Toronto by a score of 10-1. That was without Bohm. That was without Trey. That was without JT. And without Rojas. Yet they still put up 10 runs. 3-2 pitch. And that's fouled away. Don, thanks for subscribing, my guy. Good stream, subbed. You're the best, Don. Shout out to you. You're a Phillies freak. Welcome on in. The 3-2 on the way is low and outside for ball 4, and Davis Schneider has gotten aboard 3 times today. First time that he's walked. Orion Kerkering is the 4th reliever for the Phillies that they have utilized today. He's just 23 years old from Huntington Beach, California. Kiner Falefa will step up to bat, and he takes the first pitch inside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Kerkering gets set at the belt, kicks, and delivers. And there's a bouncer that's rolled foul over towards the third base dugout. Still, Phillies are down 4-2. Isaiah hitting .253 with a homer and 10 runs batted in. The 1-1, and there's a little tapper punched into right field for a base hit. Castellanos does get over to it. And stopping over at third is Davis Schneider. So Kiner Falefa just poked it out to right field. Got out in front of it. Got it off the end of the bat. Was able to just put it in a good spot where nobody was playing. And Schneider hustled. Hopefully Orion can get out of this jam. So Kevin Kiermaier's coming up to bat. Just a reminder, we'll be going on for a post-game show. I was going to do it around 5, but with the way that this game is going, if it ends at 4:30, we'll see. The pitch, and that's taken for a strike. Smart to walk Schneider to set up the double play. Well, there still is a double play intact. No balls, 1 strike to Kevin Kiermaier, who's also 2 for 3 today. Throw back to first. Not even close to the bag. Harper was way off the bag, and Kiner Falefa wasn't even that far off, to be honest with you. Have some debris that's blowing on the field. Machlinski grabs a little piece of plastic that was just in front of the plate. And he says, play on. The ball is 1 strike. Can Orion get out of the jam? The 0-1 pitch on the outside corner for strike 2. A sweeper at 86 on the gun. Kiermaier also made a very nice catch to rob Brandon Marsh on a base hit. And that was back in the bottom of the second. The 0-2 delivery just inside for ball 1. That's right. And thanks so much for subscribing, Shib. Appreciate it. The 1-2 on the way. There's a fly ball that's blooped over the glove of Clemens, backhanded by Bryson Stott. And, well, one run comes in to score. It's Davis Schneider, and that's going to be a bloop infield single. Clemens not able to make the catch. He was playing in. Stopping over at second is Falefa. And again, because it's not his natural position, just was not able to make the catch. And Stott did a good job, honestly, at just backing him up. Really. Kiermaier just threw his hands up and was like, yes, I got it. So it's 5-2. Phillies got to run back, but the deficit just got erased. The pitch, and that swung on and missed by George Springer. He singled in the third, scored a run, and stole a base. Kiner Falefa leads off at second, and the 0-1 delivery, swing and a miss. And that was on 2 strikes, too, by the way. Ryan trying to get out of this jam here. Top of the order is up for Toronto. The 0-2 pitch. It's popped up again. Hit out over towards shallow left. Stott says he has it and he'll make the catch, and there's 2 away. And now it's Dalton Varsho's turn to come on up to bat. It's not like the Blue Jays have been hitting the ball really hard. Even though they do have 12 hits today and have scored 5 runs, some of their hits have been so soft. And they've just put them in the right spots. Varsho is up. 2 runners on base. And the pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. Small ball wins games. It can. It certainly can. It's an 0-1 count. 2 outs in the top of the 8th. And the next pitch is fouled away once again. Cleveland, I don't know if anybody cares, but Cleveland was down 4-2. Jimenez got an RBI ground out in the bottom of the 8th, and Fry just tied it up on a solo shot against the Tigers. It's 4-4 in the bottom of the 9th. The 0-2 pitch, wide for a ball. Texas and Oakland, that game just got started. It's in the top of the 1st. The Dodgers are beating the Marlins 1-0. Phillies will play the Marlins this weekend. The count is 1-2 with 2 outs in the top of the 8th. And runners over at first and second. Ryan Kerkering gets the signs from JT, gets set at the belt, looks back at second, now back to the plate, and the 1-2 pitch, sweeper that's way inside, and Varsho had to play dodgeball to just get out of the way. Wrong sport. The 2-2 delivery, swing and a miss. Ryan Kerkering goes 97 on the outside corner and does get out of the inning. The Blue Jays do get 1 back, though, on the RBI infield single by Kevin Kiermaier. And we go to the bottom of the 8th at the bank. Phillies down 5-2 against the Jays. Tighten that belt, Orion. Tighten the belt, man. That's what he says. We got 94 people on here watching. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. If you guys do want to donate to the channel, please feel free to do so by hitting that super chat button down below. Any donation is a plus. And don't forget, we are going on for a Phillies post-game show. It'll be after the game. And you're more than welcome to join the Discord server. I'm going to post it right here. That way you can come on and give your thoughts, because I want to take phone calls today. It's been a while since we've gone for a live, That's what we're going to do. We also have a Sixers pod that's coming out tonight. I'll give my thoughts about Daryl Morey and what he had to say. Haven't really had the chance to talk about it, but yes, we'll talk about that because that does have to be addressed. It does. And then tomorrow we got an Eagles pod coming out. I promise you it's coming out. Tomorrow. We'll talk about the draft and we'll give our thoughts. How does that sound? Tiger. No, I'm kidding. That's from Spider-Man. I actually liked Spider-Man 3. I know a lot of people didn't, but I thought it was good. Draft Bronny Jr., says Shibby. I'll give you my thoughts about that later tonight. Bottom of the 8th. And Whit Merrifield's going to come up to bat. Wonder if Whit was playing over at second if he would have made that catch. First pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Cody Clemens did come in to play second base, and they slid Bryson Stott over the shortstop because Clemens was a pinch hitter. At the time, it was 4-2 in the bottom of the 7th, and he made the last out. The 0-1 pitch. That's outside for a ball. Pop is still out there. Threw it at 97 miles per hour. 1 ball, 1 strike to Whit Merrifield. 4 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-1 delivery. There's a bouncer over to third base. Going to be a tough play, and the throw over to first is just in time. What a bang-bang play by Kiner Falefa. Played it on 2 bounces, a sidearm over to first base, and just able to throw it in the nick of time just to be able to get Whit Merrifield out. We have another pitching change as Mesa is going to come in for the Toronto Blue Jays. And we'll be right back. Whiz Whit Merrifield. Any more date ideas? I didn't want to get away from this conversation. Any more date ideas that anybody has for a first date? Lol. Saints and Sinners for first date. Okay, I've never been there. I hate this game. It's so fast. Well, that's why we're trying to slow it down, you know, and that's why we're trying to have these conversations because to me, baseball is all about storytelling, and it takes it to another aspect when you guys are on here and we're just able to engage in conversation. So you're in the right spot, baseball boy. That is your username. That's a cool username, by the way. I like it. All right, Saints and Sinners. Okay. I'll have to check that out. How about Longwood Gardens? Guys ever been to Longwood Gardens? If she likes plants or if she likes flowers, it's a good spot. It's not a bad idea. When do you become a baseball man? Stop. Y'all are too much. When do you become a baseball man? Since I was like 5. Take her to a dispensary in New Jersey if she likes flowers. Okay. New Jersey dispensary. Okay. Writing down all these ideas. It's Kyle Schwarber who comes up to bat. If she does like sports and if she's competitive, I will take her to Dave and Buster's. I feel like would be a good place too. Tim Mesa will be pitching for the Blue Jays. In 18 games, has a 7.30 ERA, 11 strikeouts in 12 1/3 of an inning. And here's Schwarber who comes up to bat, and he looks at a sinker at 91 that's just off the plate and outside. Schwarber's 0 for 2. He did have a sac fly with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 3rd to make it 1-1 at the time. the 1-0 pitch, and that makes it a 1-1 count. The pitch by Mesa on the upper third of the zone for a called strike 2. One out in the bottom of the 8th. A Union game. I've yet to go to one of those this year. It's going to be stuck in my head. Thanks. The 1-2 pitch. It's popped up. Hit out over towards shallow center field. Going to be a tough play. Kiermaier says he has it, and I'll get under it, and I'll make the grab for out number 2. 7 more likes till we get to 100. Let's break that mile marker if we can. Jose Ruiz getting loosened up in the Phillies bullpen. So there's 2 away with nobody on in the bottom of the 8th. And JT Realmuto is going to come up to bat. JT's 0 for 3 with 2 ground outs and a fielder's choice. Mesa gets at the belt and delivers the pitch. Line drive it out over to right field, and that's going to go over the head of Springer as it bounces off the top of the wall. Springer throws it over to second base. It's cut off, and JT gets an opposite field double, and Bryce Harper's going to come up to bat. How about that? He got a fastball that was just out over the middle of the plate and was able to just shoot it out to right field. Went over the head of Springer. It bounced on the track, then ricocheted off the wall. That's how we do it. So Bryce Harper's coming up in the guts of the game again. He's 0 for 3 today. Can he keep the home run and the hitting streak alive? First pitch to Bryce, and he takes it just outside for a ball. It's 3:47 p.m. Eastern Time. The game got started at 1:05. 1 ball, no strikes. JT at second. The 1-0 pitch way up high for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes to Bryce Harper. The pitch, low and outside for ball 3. This may be an intentional walk as Jordan Romano is getting warmed up in the pen. And he'll probably face Alec Bohm here, I guess. Yeah, I guess he will. The 3-0 pitch to Harper is in there for a strike. Oh, wait, he can't because of the 3-batter rule. Well, yes, he can because he pitched the schwarber. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Bryce Harper. And the pitch by Mesa. That's just in there for a strike on the inside corner. And now it's a full count. Let's see. Yep, that's in there. That was the right call. The count is full to Bryce. He is 1 for 6 lifetime against Mesa with a walk and 2 strikeouts. Looking to come up clutch here. The payoff pitch by Mesa. Swinging a ground ball hit over to second base. Gobbled up by Schneider, and the throw over to first is in time. And that's the end of the inning. We go to the top of the 9th. It's 5-2 Toronto as the Blue Jays are coming back up to bat. Just had an angry bat spike. It was like, darn it. All right, top of the 9th, man. How about this? On this day in Phillies history, you ready for this? In 1918, this is according to Broad and Pattison.com. They do such a great job with this. Trailing by on in the 9th inning in New York, Irish Musial is called out at home by umpire Charlie Moran. Phillies players mob the field and physically threaten the ump, who has to be protected by the two team managers. In 2001, on this day, in the sixth inning of a game against the Astros, J-Roll was caught in a rundown when Bobby Abreu strikes out. It took 9 throws to retire him, with the pitcher, the catcher, the first baseman, the second baseman, and the shortstop were all involved in the play. I was at the game. Happy birthday to former Phillies pitcher Craig Kimbrell. Born on this day in 1988. Phillies also played the 20,000th game in team history on this day. That was back in 2014, and they lost 12-6 to Toronto. Well, I guess things come full circle. That was the 4th loss to that team in as many days. 3 other teams had previously reached the 20,000 game mark. And that was the Cubs, the Braves, and the Giants. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. is up to bat, and he takes a strike at the knees for strike 1. Jersey Shore Blue Claws played against the Blue Rocks today, and they ended up winning 2-1. That's the high affiliate of the Phillies. It's no balls and 2 strikes as Jose Ruiz is on the mound. Has just pitched in 1 game this year so far. Has 2 pitches in this at-bat to Vladdy. Hit the thumbs up button. Let's get to 100 likes, baby. The 0-2 delivery, and that skips just in front of JT, and he couldn't block it as it deflected off his glove. It's a 1-2 count. The Reading Phils are taking on Hartford today at 6:45. Clearwater, they're playing in Tampa at 6:30. And the Syracuse Mets are playing against Lehigh Valley. It's the Iron Pigs, and that'll be at 6:45 p.m. Eastern Time. The next pitch is fouled away. Clearwater, they're 19-10 on the season. Had a good year so far. The 1-2 pitch. Low and away for ball 2. Kimbrell attempted to blow out the candles, but blew outside the zone and walked the cake. Like these jokes. 2-2 pitch. Grounder hit over to third base, played on a hop by Alec Bohm, and the throw across the diamond is in plenty of time for the first out of the 9th. Cleanup hitter Justin Turner will be coming up for the Phils. Y'all are too much, man. We're at 94 likes. We need 6 more likes. Come on, man. 6 more. The pitch to Justin Turner is swung on and missed. Right down the pipe at 95 miles per hour. Oh, and 1 is the count. The pitch, it's a curveball that misses high and outside for ball 1. Jordan Romano is going to come in for the bottom of the 9th to get another save on the season. But before that, we're still in the top of the 9th, and the 1-1 pitch is up high for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to Justin Turner. 9 pitches thrown by Ruiz in the 2-1. It was up the ladder, and Turner swung at it anyways. It was at 95. And Turner chased after the high cheese. It's humid. Definitely humid. 83 degrees outside. The pitch. Fouled off. NBA playoffs still continue. The 2-2 delivery is outside for ball 3. The Pacers play the Knicks tonight, 8 o'clock. That should be a fun one. New York leads that series 1-0. Payoff pitch coming up, and that's sliced foul over towards the left field side. And goes out of play. Bruins play against the Panthers. Boston leads that series 1-0 in hockey. And the Oilers and the Canucks are going to play their first game of the second round. Next pitch, and that's fouled away again. Is Harden still playing? Clippers, Bucks, and Sixers all got sent home. 3-2 pitch, and that's sliced over to third base, but caught in the air by Alec Bohm, and Turner is able to line out to his counterpart. Even though Turner today is not playing third, but he usually does. There was some great playoff hockey last night. I got to watch it. How about that Rangers game, man? I mean, the Rangers and the Avalanche game. They were both sick. Now it's Danny Jansen's turn to come on up. He's batting in the 5-hole and takes a strike. It was a curveball at 85 miles per hour. Bichette waits in the on-deck circle. And the next pitch is low for a ball. Avs coming down from 3-0 in the first is crazy. They're a good team, man. It's been Cale Makar and Nate McKinnon, bro. Seriously, they're studs. The 1-1 on the way, swing and a miss. The count is now 1-2. The pitch on the way, and that's outside for ball 2. And I gotta tell you, I can't think of his name right now, but the Rangers goalie was spectacular last night. Really. The 2-2 pitch, and that's fouled away. Was really, really good. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. It's 5-2 Toronto. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jansen. Ruiz gets set just below the letters in the 2-2 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards right field. Not too deep. Castellanos gets under it, makes the catch. And it'll be the last chance for the Phillies as they come up in the bottom of the 9th. 4, 5, and 6 due up, and they're going to have to face the closer, Romano, for the Jays. Igor Shestyorkin. Yeah, played really well, and so did Anderson for Carolina. Yeah, he's good too. I know he's good as well. Oh boy. All right, hit that subscribe button and hit the thumbs up button as we go to the bottom of the 9th. If you're still here, we still got 75 people on here watching. Oh, 84. That's good. Y'all are special, man. Y'all are very, very special. You're all freaks with a capital P and a capital H. Philadelphia freaks. Good stuff. Why is Microsoft Edge acting up so badly? I'm going to game on the 10th. Gonna bring my AirPods to listen. Oh wait, you're going to the game? You're gonna bring your AirPods with you? Okay. I want you to enjoy your time, but it's definitely gonna be delayed. but man, shout out to you, bro. That's on Friday, the 10th. Wait, they're home against the... I should know this, but they're home? Yes, sir. Wow. All right. Oh, we're almost at 100. Almost at 100, like. Miami and bikinis are worse than Philly and cheesesteak. Jordan Romano is going to come in to pitch for the Blue Jays. He has 4 saves and 4 opportunities, a 4.05 ERA in 6 2/3 of an inning. Does have 6 strikeouts and just 2 walks allowed. He'll come in to face Alec Bohm. It'll be Bohm, Marsh, and Castellanos. I don't understand why this is acting up, but it is. Alec is 0 for 3. He has flied out, struck out, and grounded out. And if that was the last time Harper was up, by the way, he loses the hitting streak as well. The first pitch, back up the middle for a base hit. So, Alec Bohm leads off the inning with a single up the middle. And he does a little shimmy as well. Phillies have got to try to spark a rally here. And that would absolutely be wonderful. A leadoff single. And Brandon Marsh is coming up to bat. He did single his last time up. And Castellanos waits in the on-deck circle. First pitch to Brandon Marsh is on the inside corner. Was a slider at 86 miles per hour. The Guardians came back and beat the Detroit Tigers and got their 24th win of the season just now. 0-1 is the count to Marsh. And the next pitch is outside by a hair for ball 1. Did we reach 100? Did we get to 100? We're at 98. 2 more. 2 more. 1 ball, 1 strike to Marsh. And the next pitch is low for ball 2. To make it now a 2-1 count. Marsh batting .250 with 6 homers and 20 RBI. 20. 2-1 pitch. And that's fouled away over towards left field. And it'll find the seats. I am willing it for Marsh to get on and Nick to tie this baby up. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Marsh. The leg kick and the pitch. And he holds up there. It was inside and low. And the count is now 3-2. 100 likes. Let's go! Let's go, baby. All right. Let's go. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Fans clapping along. The count is full. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Romano gets set above the belt, and the 3-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball, hit back up the middle. Bichette's going to try to tie the bag. It's just in time. Bichette was playing up the middle. The Phillies may challenge this. It'll be definitely interesting. Bohm hustled. He did everything that he could. And LINKTREE, what's he going to do? Are they going to put the headsets on? I don't think so. I don't know. 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. Let's see this again. Marsh hit it sharply. It was backhanded on the ground by Bichette. Oh, I think it was close. They won't challenge it, so they say that it's 1 out. And Castellanos comes up. First pitch to Casti. He takes a slider at 88 miles per hour. I thought he was safe. I thought that they should have challenged it. They didn't have anything to lose. Why not? Why not? No balls, 1 strike. Marsh leads off over at first. It's a fielder's choice in the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that was not even close to the strike zone. Not even close. Stacy, thank you. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already to get all the Phillies content. It was not even close. That was about over a foot off the plate. The ball's in 2 strikes to Castellanos, and the next pitch, line drive into right center field for a base hit. Marsh will go over to second. Kiermaier throws it over to short, and Castellanos comes through. And now Bryson Stott representing the tying run for the Fightins. That'll put runners over at first and second base with 1 out. All right. Bryson walked, hit a sac fly, scored a run. He's the tying run. First pitch to Stott. Line drive into right field for a base hit. Marsh is rounding third. He'll come in to score. Castellanos goes over to second, or third, I should say, and Stott slides into second base with an RBI double. Oh, me, oh, my. He got a hanging changeup out over the middle of the plate, or a curveball it was, and just shot it out to right field. A good swing, too, off the barrel of the bat by Bryson. And the tying run is now in scoring position. So we have a timeout called on the mound. Romano in a big jam here. Can the Phillies take advantage? The door is still open. The winning run is up at the plate. And it'll be Cody Clemens in the at-bat of his life. He struck out as he came in to pinch hit for Sosa his last time up. First pitch to Cody. It's popped up. Hit out over to shallow left field. Bichette gets under it, makes the catch, and there's 2 away. That was a big out. The pitch was on the inside corner, and Clemens shaking his head, saying, "Why did I swing at that pitch?" 2 away. And all right. It'll be Whit Merrifield that comes up to the plate. He grounded out in the 8th. Schwarber waits in the on-deck circle. First pitch to Whit, and he takes it for a strike. Right on the outside corner. A base hit could tie the game. Phillies looking to keep their home winning streak alive. No balls and 1 strike. Stott's at second, and Castellanos over at third. 5-3. The 0-1 to Merrifield, and that's fouled away. And the Phillies are down to their final strike. Let's see where this pitch was. It was out over the middle, and Whit was just late. No balls, 2 strikes. Romano gets set just below the letters. And the 0-2 to Merrifield. It's popped up, hit out over towards the first base side and foul ground, and Vladdy gets under it. He'll make the catch, and that's the ball game. Not an easy play. So Vladdy catches the foul out, and Romano shuts the door against the Phillies as the Blue Jays split the series. That puts an end to the winning streak for the Phillies. They were on a 7-game winning streak, and they also just ended the home winning streak as well. So the Phillies lose by a final score of 5-3 as they leave 2 runners in scoring position, and Chris Bassit pitched a gem today against the Phillies. Just allowed 3 hits in 6 1/3 of an inning, had a 1-hitter into the 6th inning, and also had 6 strikeouts. Oh, boy. So we'll still go on for a post-game show a little bit later tonight. Make sure you guys join the Discord server if you have not done so already. I really appreciate you guys for coming on here and spending the time with us. I want to hear your thoughts. Join the Discord server, and I'll get you guys on to talk about the Phils later tonight. All right? That's what we'll do. Overall, am I really mad about this game? Not really. It was just more of a bummer that they. I really wish that they would have came back in that ninth. I do, but yeah, Nola didn't have the best stuff today. That's the one thing that did kind of worry me a little bit. But yeah, it is what it is. And hopefully later tonight. Yep, I will see you. I will be on. We'll go live. We'll go live at around 7. Okay? We'll go live at 7. I'll make the live stream for 7. Love you all. And I'll catch you all in the next one, man. All right? Will you be on YouTube for the post-game show? Yes. Yes. So join the Discord server. We'll get you guys on the phone. And, yeah, man. We'll have a lot of fun. Guessing we need to give Nola a standing ovation, says Larry, being a jokester. So the Phillies snapped their 11-game home winning streak. They're now 26-12. Still have the best record in baseball as of now. Love you all. All right. I'll see you all later tonight. We'll have a Phillies post-game show. And we'll also have a Sixers podcast coming out too. All right, one loss ain't that bad. Let's see how they bounce back. Frankie, haven't seen you on here in a while, dude. What's up? Where have you been? What's up, man? Shout out to you, man. All right, love you all. Lavatov. Good night.